Hi there, SpitFire here with Game Mode 5. Today, we're going to be talking about Aether updates. One of the very first things that we have to talk about when it comes to the Aether updates are what are called tile entities. Now, I'm not going to get into the programming aspect of this. However, it is important to know that things like furnaces and chests and things like that, those are tile entities, and that's what the Aether mod has changed. Not furnaces and chests, but of course, as you guys know, there are things like altars, what used to be enchanters in the Aether mod, and they've changed those and a few other things so that they're not so much of a rehash of furnaces and things like that, and really to give them more of their own identity, and to also bring them up to a more modern level with things like the enchanting table and things like that. One of the cool things about this is the fact that it actually removes the GUI, or the GUI, the Graphical User Interface, and it gives you something that you can actually interact with in the world. I'm not going to go too much into this except to say that it's really cool because it makes it a lot easier to explain how to use them in SMP, or server multiplayer, survival multiplayer, however you put it. I'm going to actually cut away to a video and let King B-Dogs explain the rest.
Hey guys, this is Kim B-Dogs here, and I'm one of the lead developers for the Aether mod of Minecraft. This is just a short preview video that's going to show you the Altar, which is a new tile entity that is replacing the old enchanter from the original Aether mod. We felt that using an interface and a GUI with these type of blocks just took away the immersion from the game, and it wasn't as interactive as we would have hoped it to be. So we've tried to basically make a block that can be used strictly just with your player still in the world. It's not opening an interface, it's interacting with the block. We actually are going to completely phase out the enchanting side of it, and we're going to use a new system, which is going to be, of course, the Altar, which will use scrolls, and these scrolls will have bonus stats that you can apply to items through the use of Ambrosium shards as fuel. Also, some of these scrolls will have different things, like you can cast spells or summon minions, so that's something to look forward to in the future. But for now, I'm just going to show you basically just how this altar works. If you look at the altar, and if I right click on it, nothing happens. There's no interface, nothing opens up, so it is purely just a block that uses interaction. It doesn't have any sort of GUI integrated into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is right click it with the Ambrosium shard. And you can see these corners, the animation as shows them starting to spin, and this Ambrosium shard will actually basically spin in an orbit around the scroll in the middle. So as you can see, this scroll part of the model here, in the future you actually will only see that once you place a scroll, but for now it just works as an enchanter. If you look at this, add another one, and you'll see that both the corners and the Ambrosium shards will start orbiting faster. And the more I add, the less distance there is between each Ambrosium shard to make room for the orbit. So I'm going to add 5 of them. And as you can see, I can just keep adding more and more and more, and they get really fast. We're going to add a few more things to the animations. For example, like we might make it that you can just throw Ambrosium shards on it, and they will shrink to the size of the normal entities that float above it. On top of that, we're probably going to have an animation for it actually combining all the Ambrosium shards and enchanting the item, that kind of thing. But this is just an early look at it. We thought it would be cool to show you guys, since you've been waiting really patiently.
Gravite Armor has changed, and in doing so, actually has added a couple of... Gravite Armor has changed, and one of the really cool things about this is the fact that it's added a really cool new feature, and also possibly a parkour aspect. Now, Gravite Armor, if you guys remember, allows you to make extremely high jumps and reduces fall damage. One of the changes is the fact that now you're allowed to do regular jumps normally, and when you hit shift, you can go ahead and do your super high jump. Now, the feature that was added in doing this was that you can now jump, hit shift, and then jump again, and you can actually do like a double super jump. It's a really cool feature, and so yeah.
We got the Gravatar.
Sounds
Oh,
good?
Gravatar?
Gravatar armor, yeah.
Sweet as.
Okay, the way we've changed this is instead of so as you can see when I'm jumping around normally, it just jumps at the normal height. It's not the extended height. This allows you to basically choose when you want to do the super jump instead of having to, you know, always use the super jump. And it could be quite annoying when you're trying to get like one thing that I remember was whenever someone tried to get into the silver dungeon, the entrance was like 1 block high, so when you tried to jump in you would have to like do this really weird maneuver just to try and get into the silver dungeon. I found that really quite annoying, and I'm sure commentators on YouTube found that annoying. So this is basically the way we've done it now, is that you can jump and then you can shift jump by holding shift and then jumping like that. So let's say you jumped normally with sprint and then you did shift jump mid-air, you can actually do a double jump. So first I'm just going to set the time again, but if you watch, see, I just did a double jump. It's really awesome. So you can start doing like parkours around trees and that kind of thing.
Parkours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or parkouring. Yeah.
Can I have 3 parkours with that? Thank you.
Neptune Armor has changed. This allows you now to walk around underwater without the water physics, just basically like you're walking around on land. Of course, with no fall damage. That way, if you fall down into a giant water cavern, you're not going to suffer fall damage. And I will let King B-Dogs and his friend explain that.
In the original Aether mod, when we had the Neptune Armor, when you tried to jump, it would just be like you're floating in normal water. But now we've just made it that basically when you're underwater, it's just like walking on ground. You can jump perfectly normally, and yeah, it just works fine. I think it's a lot better than the original system because it wasn't really useful. But now it's like a lot easier to build underwater structures and that kind of stuff.
The Aether team has added a new Dexterity Cape. Now, the Dexterity Cape allows you to run around and have increased speed, and it even stacks with things like Quicksoil.
Let's test out the Dexterity Cape.
Oh, I was just looking at that.
Yeah. It's not, it does, at the moment we're not sure if the speed is too much or too little, but yeah, basically it just increases your speed.
Hey guys.
Actually, let me try that myself.
I'll be right behind you.
Wow, that is fast. Yeah, that almost goes past the whole cloud area thing that we have.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Aether team has also added a really great thing for us, the fans, and now allows us to keep track of where the mod is in its development. There's a sheet that should be in the description down below on how that works. One of the really cool things that I saw on King B-Dog's channel was a video that he posted with a friend of his that outlines the new mounting system, and mixing that with Invisibility Cape or Invisibility Potion, I assume, also works. Basically, it goes Invisibility Cape plus Pig equals Mob Disguise.
He is actually the pig at the moment because we discovered this kind of small trick where you can actually wear the invisibility cape and then you can mount a pig and it just looks like you're a pig, really. It's actually pretty damn cool. I can see lots of people on multiplayer just screwing around with this, like walking around as a pig and just, you know, tricking players.
And we will end this video by giving a demonstration, or at least showing you a demonstration of PvP in the Aether.
Damn it. Whoa! Just hit me so far. Whoa, okay. Too bad you don't have any fall damage because of Gravatar, otherwise, god damn it.
Fight would have been over the first hit.
I know. Where are you?
God dang it!
Actually, you know what would be really fun? Like if we both had Valkyrie capes and we kept hitting each other up.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
Come on, hit me at least once. Alright, I'll give you a free hit. I'll give you a free hit.
Hold on, give this a sec.
Oh, hi, you're an invisible freaking... I can still see your armor though, so it's not really that surprising.
Alright, that's about it as far as news. I'm SpitFire with Game Mode 5. Like, subscribe, comments please.
We gotta edit it to make it less entertaining, come on.
May I remind the viewers that this was meant to be a professional thing, and that went down the toilet very quickly. But who cares?